We can keep the recap short and sweet.
Or
Rain City continues to be a interesting place with its interesting and forcibly ability diminishing rules. But it is also full of curious individuals. Individuals such as a new party that our main group has stumbled upon within the comfortable and loud premises of the Jealous Angel Inn. With that said, you've shared some drinks and food the night before. And after that, you've decided to go off into your own separate rooms. Just before we were all pulled into a dream sequence in which you've played various characters, battling each other, alongside each other. And the outcome? An interesting story to tell. And we come to the present, as you all are asleep, or just before going to sleep.
yeah.
So, Corey.
Yeah. I wanted to do something before I went to sleep. I would like do I have a window in my room?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'd like to open the window and I would like to fly up to the top floor.
Okay, very well. As you
Here we
do
go.
that, could you roll a perception check for me?
Oh god, that's not gonna go well. Let's see, where the hell is my...
Strife just hears like things crawling on the side of the walls. Like, oh, these damn raccoons again.
What do you mean again?
Again.
Hey!
no.
Wow!
Negative in wisdom.
A bird
Negative
flies into
one.
your face.
-1.
I didn't
perception.
notice this window was closed.
You fly into the middle frame. As you open the door, you didn't realize there's a middle wooden pillar that connects the two sides of the window, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage
God.
as you walk or fly face first into it.
Yeah, I'm imagining I did a little run up, wanting to dive out a bit and just face plant into it. Yeah.
Thaddeus looks up for a moment. What the fuck? Never mind.
Let's try that again. This time carefully. There's a middle frame. Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna
yeah.
laugh if you roll another -1.
Do I need to look again?
No, you're fine.
Good.
You managed to get
Okay.
out the window.
Hell yeah, windows, they're hard. Yeah, I'd like to fly up to the top floor to the the top floor and see if there are any windows and if any of them are open.
Mind you,
On the side
100.
of which you are, there is a slanted window just on the roof itself.
I would like to try to enter through there.
Okay. Thaddeus, would the window be open?
No, that shit's closed and locked.
What about the balcony?
The balcony, the door is like slightly open still, letting a breeze in.
Alright. So the window is currently shut, and
After fumbling with it for a bit, which Thaddeus would hear if he is still awake.
yeah, you definitely hear scratching.
There's
on
like
the
a
window.
mage hand that appears right next to you and just slaps your hand.
Continues to try to open it. After failing it, I'll go over to the balcony and enter through the door.
Okay. So you find yourselves on this small balcony overlooking the street below, and the door's gently ajar.
I will as I open it. Like, I'll whisper it, quote unquote, but it's really still quite a bit loud. Like, whisper shouting. Thaddeus, are you in here? I remember you got this room.
What do you want?
Well, I was wondering why would Dunkel need to be why would you be angry at Dunkel for him doing something today?
What?
You'll have to be more specific.
He said you'd be angry in the morning.
Oh no, that was. I don't think anybody would have known that. That was just out of character. Thaddeus could be pissed.
Yeah, that was an out of character.
Thought it was out of character. Thought it was in character.
Yeah, and I also fully left the group before they split off and Dunkel did his thing.
Oh yeah, no. That's why he'd be asking you. Because Corey does know the shit that happened in the stable, and well, in that case, let me rephrase.
You know the stuff that went down in the stable.
Yeah, I know the stuff that went down in the stable. I frick. What reason would I have for coming up here if that was out of character?
You wanted to say goodnight.
Yeah, since we're gonna be party mates, because Orhilo and Dunkel said they'd want to be traveling together, I assumed we all would just kind of stick together. So I just wanted to say goodnight. And just say you chose a nice room, because, yeah.
Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah,
Do you need somebody to tuck you in?
maybe. I normally do have someone tucking me in. Gone kind of a couple weeks without.
There's a look that I think can only be described as a parent looking at their child who has just said something incredibly stupid.
Yes.
Thaddeus just gives you that look. Do you need something?
You're a book smart person, right?
Get to it.
Are you from this area? Like, do you know a lot about the history of this place?
Well,
Not of
let's
Rain-
find out,
not-
shall we?
Not of Rain specifically, but I mean of the kingdom we're in.
No, I don't have to roll for that, because yes. Yes! I do.
Cool. Then you probably know more about the king. I only have, like, heard stories via, because, well, yeah. Because it's, like, a really cool place here. Like, it's so peaceful and everything's just, like, really cool. So, like, do you know, like, what he did to make that happen? That it's, like, everyone's at school here?
What?
I, out of character, am lost.
He's asking you.
History lesson.
Give me a history lesson on why everything here is a utopia.
Chose like
Utopia is a very...
midnight.
Utopia is a very strong word for what this is. Because it's not.
But there's peace amongst kingdoms. Why wouldn't it be a utopia?
My character would disagree with that based off what he's heard.
Oh gosh, that's my character.
Those racist dwarves.
Oh yeah, no, my character's an absolute idiot who doesn't realize this isn't a utopia. He just assumes it is.
Long story short, the kingdoms realized, let's not fuck each other up, and decided peace was the better choice. This isn't the time for this.
Why not?
Go to fucking sleep.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Eats out of the window.
When?
I would have laughed
The door
so hard.
What race was that,
shuts.
by the way?
Sorry?
What race is your character? I'm just curious.
I'm a tiefling. A winged tiefling.
Oh, okay.
The door shuts and is locked.
Yeah.
God, there's 3 of them.
At least I believe magic exists.
His voice is all over. Okay, so I'm assuming you are returning to your abode.
Yes. Yes, that was me.
Okay, very well. Presently, moving a couple hours forward. Ash,
Yes.
you're in your room. And you're ready to bed down. But you hear someone running through the hallway. There's just a series of footfalls across the wooden floor outside of your room.
Okay.
And then a quiet again.
Series of footfalls.
Oh,
And as you pay no
Right.
mind to it,
I do pay mind to it.
what do you do about that?
I go ahead and I open my very gently scoop of cinder quietly, trying to be nonsensical and being almost overly cautious. I sling my backpack
Backpack.
with cinder in it over my shoulder. My haversack that's currently got my armor and cinder with it, and then actually take the window, open it, and kind of hop outside.
So before you do that,
Alright.
you gather your things, and as you're in the process of gathering your things, you hear a loud crashing noise, glass shattering, just to the right side of the window. And you hear... and then you hear footsteps on the cobblestone floor, outside this time.
Alright, I'm even more eagerly opening the window to look out and see what's going on.
You look
Would
out the window, and yes,
I can roll a perception on it if you want.
everyone who has perception of 14 or higher, roll a perception check. To see if that will actually wake you up. That
About
defi-
that,
yeah.
Did not apply, correct?
passively, my perception is
Yes,
16.
you can roll as well.
Okay. Actively, not so much.
Okay.
You said a passive perception of 14 or higher. right?
14 or higher. You can roll perception check if you wish. Okay, with that said, Thaddeus, you're still in the dreamland. You pay no mind to it. But Strife, you do hear the crashing of the glass, and you come to. Ash, as you look out the window, you see 2 figures. One is almost at the end of the street and is like about to turn into an alleyway, and you see second figure that has just passed a few buildings to the left, and you see familiar-ish green cloak.
Green cloak. Okay.
I'm gonna kill him. I say in my sleep. As I'm dreaming of committing an act of violence against a specific figure.
Alright, I suppose I'm going to
I'm gonna mute for a sec, but I'll let you guys know if I want to say anything.
make sure I'm basically equipped, but I'm going to knock on the party's doors and start how far away were they whenever they were about to turn a corner?
A good 70 feet away, 70, 80 feet.
Okay, 70, 80 feet. That's a little too far, but I'm going to use.
Also,
That's about
I-
when the person in green cloak reaches the same turn, and they are about to
Okay.
take it.
They're
I
about to
would
go.
have looked out too if I heard that crash because I
Okay.
was like, what the fuck?
Alright. I'll start trying to tail them.
Alright, I'm trying
a
to
little
copy
bit.
and something over into Roll20.
Okay, so you are leaving through the window.
Yeah, I wouldn't grab any
Ah,
of my
I'm
belongings
looking to
besides
Ash
my-
at the
Yes,
moment.
I'll drop down from the window.
Okay, so you do that, and Strife, at the same time, you look out the window and you see there is some glass and the wooden framing on the cobblestone just outside on the street. And then you also see a figure that emerges from the room next to you. But they don't look like Ash.
He would grab his like pendant and jewel, throw it on his neck, and then kind of how do I word this? He's gonna leave through his window and kind of hold on to the edge of it and try to get a better look.
Okay. So Ash, you jump out the window and you drop onto the floor, onto the cobblestone. And then you see and hear Strife emerge from the window next to.
Alright.
But you,
You
Strife,
see
you
me?
don't recognize this person that's standing on the street right now.
The random stranger points toward the alleyway that had the green cloak moments ago.
I'll look. Would I recognize at this point that this is Ash?
Roll an insight check and Ash roll deception.
Alright. I don't truly want to deceive.
I
him
know,
right
but you
now.
do not look like yourself unless you say
True.
something.
Please be bad at disguising yourself. I
I'm
know you're.
me.
I know you're not. I know
I-
you're not. But
I'm sorry. The one thing he's good at. I say one thing. He's pretty.
One
good at other
thing!
It's a stranger that has just left the room next to you. And again, you have Cinder on your arm or on your bag.
Yep.
Yeah, so only thing you recognize is that there's a dragon. Familiar dragon on his shoulder.
how would he go about this? He's going to. He's going to insight check if he wants to get guard for an intruder or if he's going to handle it himself.
Alright.
He kind of wants to go get guard.
Strife!
Oh, did you call out to him?
Yeah.
Who are you?
It's me, Ash.
Oh. Well, did you break that window?
No. But the two that did just went in that alleyway. I'm going to tail them.
I'll follow. I'm going to he's going to kind of jump up the window and try to get on top of the roof. Lunge up to the roof.
Okay, there's
Benefits of
3
the penthouse.
stories.
Yeah,
He's in the penthouse. He's in the penthouse at the top floor, though.
No, that's a different person.
No,
no,
that's
no.
Thaddeus.
Oh,
I
Strife is
chose,
on the first floor.
Right, I chose an average room.
Okay, so you, Ash, begin to tail them.
Yep.
And
Track
you,
them.
Strive, jump up the roof to see if you can see anything.
Yeah, basically, I want to look at the alley from above if I can.
So you don't have a vision of the alleyway. It's like the buildings obscure the alleyway.
Oh,
Out of curiosity,
I'll
Yes.
just drop
for
on the.
my own
Actually,
sake. A fucking lion man just went past my window.
Your balcony, yeah.
There's some rustling. I'm just gonna say that he's not awake. Just keep going.
Okay.
Okay. I still want to, because whoever he's chasing, it'd be good to have a height advantage, even if I have to look for him.
All right.
In that process, he will activate his lycanthropy, since he hasn't used it yet this day.
Okay, very well. So you climb up to the top. What's your goal?
I have a question
knowing
for lycanthropy.
Yeah.
You know when someone goes into like their werewolf form, they howl.
I don't have
What does
to.
Strife do?
He just kind of grows bigger.
You don't roll.
He didn't
meow.
growl or roar or
I'm assuming that
groan.
the way they word it is that as you level up in it, you begin to master entering it. You get more abilities in it. You can do it more often, and eventually you can do it infinitely. I imagine maybe his first like few times using it around you guys, he kind of had to, like, it was kind of like, you know, like releasing like a beast. But he's probably growing used to it now, since he does it so often. Maybe
I'm
like
just
a slight
asking for the sake of
grunt or
sound.
whatever. I don't want to do that noise. I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Okay. You climb up the building, and again, what's your goal?
So, not knowing exactly what I'm looking for, I would just follow where Ash is going. Like, look where Ash is going and see who he tails.
Okay, very well. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. This is just normal because it's not audio based.
Yep. Okay, and then Ash. 21. Damn. So, you've only got a glimpse of the person in the green cloak that has just turned into the alleyway. And then you trust that the person with the Ash's dragon that claims to be him is him. And as such, Ash, you begin to tail them.
Yep.
You reach the same turning of the alleyway and you strive to see it. What's your move?
Alright, I'm going to slide my shield onto my left hand, and from there look for any prints in the dirty alleyway, any rustling, or
Wait,
The alley?
wait.
basically tracking.
Is there nothing in the alley?
So, as you turn the corner, you see again just a tail of the cloak as it whips in the wind as the person turns again, but just outside of the alleyway onto another street.
I would run
I'm
along.
still running. I'm running after.
You don't
them.
see that strife. You don't have a view of that.
Alright.
I would just try to stay on pace with
Yep.
Ash.
I can't. I'm just keeping up with them,
Okay.
kind of dashing, and then while grabbing my shield and then putting it on. Otherwise, just beelining it.
Okay. And then strife. So do you stop watching over from the buildings and you follow? Or do you continue watching from the buildings? From the top
Sorry.
of the building?
So they're like leaving the building, right? Like they're going away from it.
So they already left. Like they were gone. You only saw Ash, or person to be Ash, on the main street as you left your window, and then you climb up onto the roof, and now you're on the roof, and to the left of the street that stretches in front of this inn, you saw Ash go like another 70-80 feet to the left and then turn right into a alleyway.
As much as I can follow them from on top of the building, I would, because I'm trying to stay out of sight. As close as I can follow without losing like height, I would. But if I had to, I'd jump down. I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine like what I can and can't be on top of right now.
So what you're saying is you want to attempt to go from building to building, from roof to roof?
Yeah.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll, obviously your favorite, athletics.
Athletics. Ooh. I'm in lycanthropy. Let's go.
21. Okay, Ash, as you see just the whipping tail of the cloak, you follow through equipping your shield and then preparing for unknown. You emerge on the opposite side of the alleyway and you see again the same green cloak whips again, but this time turning left. After turning right from the alleyway, they turn left into another separate alleyway. Strife, as you're following through the buildings, you manage to find a slit and it like catches you, so you run past it and then you stop yourself and you can hear the grinding of the claws across the roof tiles, and then you take a few steps back and you see a green-clothed person a distance away, just going into another alleyway. And
So
then
I actually see the person.
you actually see they are very, because it's very far away, you just manage to get a line of sight on them through many buildings and through the alleyways, and then you see them walk into this or run into this dark alleyway, and literally a moment later you see Ash appear in the same spot and then follow into the same alleyway.
Okay, I would try to like chase after them like even harder, like try to gain on them.
Okay, so you go ahead and jump off of the roof. Obviously you have bludgeoning resistance, so let's see how much you would take. So you would take 14 bludgeoning from jumping off this 40 feet high
Agreed.
building.
Oh, it was 40 feet.
14.
Okay.
And then you follow. Ash. This time you see nothing as the alleyway curves. You lose track of the green-clothed person, but you know where they went. There's no two ways within this alleyway. It's one just zigzagging path.
One curved path. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to rush forward, trying to keep up with them so that the next turn they make I can catch it too.
Okay. You go ahead and you follow this zigzagging path. And then you emerge on the opposite side and you look to your left and right. And you see that to the left there is the same green-clothed person standing in the middle of the street. And currently you just see them like kick the ground and like wave their hands, and like they are frustrated. You get that much.
Alright. I suppose. Anything on the right or nothing?
Nothing. It's an empty
Alright.
street with just this one person in the middle of it, waving their hands in the air and kicking the ground in frustration.
Okay. I suppose I'll go and approach them.
Okay. You get within about 15 feet, and they notice your presence, and they turn around. They just stare at you.
What is wrong?
None of your business.
Well, you woke me up.
I do apologize for that, but I do not have anything that concerns you nor me within this hour. So if you excuse me, and you see and you notice that their cloak is familiar. The green cloak is familiar, but you see these feminine features, and as she turns around, she just whips her cloak around, and you see that the cloak sits. There's a hood that covers her face at the moment, and there's the cloak that goes low beneath the shoulder blades. And where the shoulder blades are, there's two antlers coming from the back, but they seem to be attached to a single point.
As soon as I catch up, I'm gonna ask Ash, like, what's up with them?
I don't know. Something is off. But I swear, I know her.
If you know her, go say hi.
That didn't concern me. But I suppose I don't look like myself.
And she, at the moment, enters another alleyway, roughly in the direction that you came from, but further away from you. She's trying to walk away.
I would call out and say, "Hey, what's your name?"
No response. She disappears behind a corner.
That's rude.
Her name is Nanya.
Nanya. Yeah.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Do y'all play Sea of Thieves? Yeah, see if these nuts fit in your mouth.
Oh. All right. I suppose I'll try to follow to the alleyway just a bit and say, "Where did you get that cloak?"
Okay. You don't see anyone in the alleyway as you approach it.
Is there a footprint or anything on the ground?
You can go ahead and attempt to track them.
I would. This obviously matters to him.
Okay, go ahead and roll survival.
Oof.
9. You manage to see the footprints leading into the alleyway, but as the buildings cover the moonlight that would give you some kind of clue as to where the footprints are headed, it's just darkness, and even with your dark vision, it's difficult to
combat
perceive.
that, I'm going to ignite a flame in my right hand.
Okay, go ahead and roll another survival. Very faint tracks. It appears that there's no mud, it's cobblestone, and there has been no rain for the number of days. And so you manage to just see those faint footprints along the cobblestone floor, and they kind of lead back towards where you came from.
Another thing he would do, taking advantage of his, smell abilities, is that he would try to, like, as he runs along, like, past the tracks, he would, like, scrape a little bit up with his hand and sniff it, see if he can follow the smell.
Okay, give it a little lick-see. You get a scent. And with your perception of the smell and the hearing, there's familiarity within your senses as well.
That's odd.
You continue to follow the tracks, and they appear to head exactly the same direction that you just come from, just using different alleyways.
I'm gonna turn to Ash and said, "Something's familiar with her to me.
You too. Okay.
She seems to be searching for something around here. She's walking in circles. If we split up, we might be able to find her."
All right. You go that way. I'll go this one.
I'm going to, like... No, actually, it's okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to split off from him and try and look.
Okay. So you split into... You both go into slightly separate directions, but within a earshot. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
But none of you managed to find her.
Dang.
All right. We lost her for now. But seemed like she was trailing someone else. Or at least chasing them. Something along those lines.
We'll check the bounty board later. We might be able to find more info on her.
Maybe. Suppose for now we should just go to sleep. Can't really keep going in circles ourselves for now.
Yep.
It's been a long night.
I would head back to the inn.
Very well.
I'll head with them.
You both make your way back to the Jealous Angel Inn. And you enter this fine establishment. Ash, immediately you notice that this drunk person that was just next to the entrance, they are not there. And you make your way upstairs. And the room to your left, so the first room that you pass by as you enter up the stairs, the doors are open, the window broken, and as the gentle breeze wafts through, you just hear the doors creak in the wind. Beds are in disarray. Cupboards are opened up. And the window again broken.
Can I roll to kind of recall the face of the drunkard?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and roll. Perception, I guess.
Alright.
Oh.
12.
It's hazy. They were laying on their bent arms, just nodding off as they seemed. But you gather that they had short hair and they were human.
Okay. I'll relay that to Strife. Just saying it's odd that they are completely gone now.
Yeah.
But
Probably just a drunk anyway.
yeah. A lot more going on in this town than you'd expect. So many people. So many different points of view. It's jarring. Alright. I'm going to lock up tight tonight. You do the same and I'll see you in the morning.
Yep. He would just head to his room, lock the doors, and go back to sleep.
Did you lock the door when you entered your room? It seems like
Kind
something
of.
you'd do.
Me?
Yeah.
No, like I would like. What do you mean?
So when you first got the keys, you entered your room. I'd assume you'd close the door behind you, and when you go to sleep,
Yeah, I think you probably locked it.
you go and you
Well, I mean, why don't you still have the key?
try to open the door, and it just doesn't open.
He would have
Yeah.
just a realization moment, like, and he'll just climb into the window that he left open.
Easily done for you.
Alright. I'm going to...
Close the window, of course, after.
I'm going to do something that I'm going to tell you in DMs.
Okay, very well. So both of you head back into your separate rooms, and with the thrill of this evening chase and the mystery of whoever this person was constantly pounding on your mind, you finally managed to find some night's rest, or whatever there is left of the night. And we come to the next morning.
Bright and early. Thaddeus is awake as per usual, has washed up in his robes that are no longer quite the same. Something's wrong, and he's just sort of like chucked off the extra bits that Dunkel put on it, so it's back to its like somewhat thin form before.
Mm-hmm.
He was a little bit frustrated. He's a little bit later getting to breakfast than he would like because he had to spend a good time getting rid of all that extra shit. Because they seemed a little frayed and like not quite sticking. But I want to say like probably 6:30 in the morning is when Thaddeus is awake with a nice tall glass of whiskey and whatever was for breakfast. Probably at a table by himself.
I don't know if Aurelio was back, but Dunkel was still asleep.
Aurelio was up at the crack of dawn. And just sits there watching Dunkel, waiting for him to wake up.
Oh,
You notice that Dunkel's like sleeping right next to his Warforge, but the Warforge just stares at you.
I stare at it back.
Nothing changes.
Aurelio
Staring.
would have a staring competition with something without eyes.
Yes,
Exactly.
but he does.
By the
He
time
has
Dunkel
very
wakes up,
competition.
Aurelio is like, fuck, that's 6 in a row. God, I can't beat you.
Guessing it's gonna be more than 6 in a row.
I'm gonna say he's gonna wake up around like 10.
A bit more than 6.
A little bit more than 6. Maybe like 60. I don't think he can count that high, though.
Yeah, so he might still just stick at the 6.
Yeah, he's like 6.
Dang,
Again.
I lost that.
Dang it, that's 6 for you.
6! A couple of times! More than I can
Aurelio-
count!
I've lost at
Aurelio
least
can
6
count
times.
20, okay? That's as far as he can count. 20.
Well,
that's his cap. Let's go.
Damn, we've
Can't
had
quite seem to
like
figure out after 20, but
we've
up to
had at
20, he's
least
got it.
3 presidents.
Yeah, that's what Thaddeus is doing. First thing in the morning, always
Hey.
awake.
Are you doing it in the seclusion of your own room, or did you go?
No, I am downstairs eating.
Okay, very well. So, in the downstairs area, in the bar area, you see that there's already some people getting breakfast. There is like a breakfast menu. Not many people. Like, you could count 7 individuals just having breakfast. Some probably coming here daily for their breakfast, or some who stayed in this place and came in downstairs for the breakfast. What's
I
everyone
know.
else doing?
When Strife wakes up, he would
Sleeping.
get his dog, head downstairs, and probably find breakfast as well.
Okay, very well. You see Thaddeus enjoying a glass of darker liquid.
I feel like my character would grab whatever protein they had to offer.
Yeah, there's plenty of eggs and meat.
Yeah, mixture of both. Go sit down, not like right next to him, but pretty close.
After a night of completely uninterrupted sleep, I'd wake up well refreshed and just enjoy the fact that I got nice sleep for once, and then start putting my armor on.
Very well.
That
Ash.
would notice as I slip an egg under the table to Budo.
Alright, I'd wake up hugging my backpack with Cinder in it. Just kind of like with my arms wrapped around them.
You immediately feel the stiffness of your joints and just tiredness wash over you. As you have not had a full night of sleep, you do suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh. Alright.
You should go back to sleep.
I could probably sleep in a little bit, but we have that appointment.
Go to sleep.
How's... Oh, I guess you walked downstairs.
Yeah, I got up, put on some of my armor somewhat lazily, and then stepped down the stairs to see breakfast. Just like and before that, I would shift back to the human form that most of the party is used to at the moment.
Very well.
Hey, if you need more rest, take it. We don't have any jobs right now, so.
I'll probably do that. But before that, I'll have some chicken.
Okay. Chicken is being had by you. Okay, what about Eve?
No eggs.
Eve is gonna wake up and get dressed, go down, and grab something to wake me up. Maybe some tea or
Dirty water made with beans?
something to wake me up. Yeah.
water.
Wiener water soup.
Bean
is it?
soup.
What is this bean water you guys are drinking?
Local
It's
delicacy.
delicious.
I used to have it imported.
Is soup a drink?
Yeah, you drink it.
Does that make broth a drink?
It
Technically.
is. It's meat broth. Meat
It's
soup.
meat tea.
You can make broth with vegetables. Doesn't have
That's-
to be meat.
That's true.
At that point, then what's the difference between broth and tea?
Oh,
Preparation.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
No,
Presentation.
you boil both with something that diffuses.
But the first one, the tea, is usually dried.
Plus,
You
And
can
it's
dry
plant-
age some meat.
what is
Or
this
vegetables.
conversation?
plus tea, you generally put the things in after you've already heated.
Love how this conversation
primarily
drifted.
heated it. Plus, with a broth, you put it in and then heat it. So.
My answers. My questions.
Name of
have
this
been
episode is
tired.
broth tea.
Broth versus tea.
Broth.
My answers have been questioned.
Wait, so out of the characters who are up, how many of them are sitting at the same table? I know I'm sitting at like the same table as Thaddeus.
I'm finding a quiet, dark corner to myself and just sipping at my drink.
Everyone else?
I am
I'll
not
eventually, I'll eventually come down full armored up this time and fancy as fuck helm.
Would you like to describe how the helmet looks? For those curious.
Think like some kind of ceremonial helm with lots of feathers and just gaudy as fuck.
What parade did you come from? You just see me drooping, like leaning over the table, kind of hunched over, completely out of it.
Would they actually even recognize me with like full armor and
That's a good question.
my helmet?
Would they?
Did you have it on the last?
Is your helmet on?
I was like full like casual gear after last night, so
All right, so
I don't know. If you have your face covered, then probably not.
yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
not.
I mean there would be at least like mouth holes, but I don't think that would be
That
enough.
does-
Those are
How
like
tall are you?
5'8".
Okay. Yeah, no.
quite
Yeah,
an
no.
remarkable height. So
my character doesn't pay attention to that.
I just say good morning, Nash.
Good morning, stranger. What parade did you come from?
It's me, Blix.
Oh, well, you're looking good. That's some fine armor.
You're looking tired as fuck.
Yeah. Somebody smashed a window in the tavern last night. I couldn't. quite
Is
catch them.
that something I should be concerned about? And I'd start looking around for Corey instantly.
I don't know. Does he often skitter along windows and break things?
Yes.
I don't. If you're trying to be sneaky, why would you break a window? That's like the opposite of sneaky.
He was caught.
I mean, it could be worse. You could try to like go out a window and hit a metal bar.
Oh,
Like- yeah.
I just say, after you spend some time with Corey, you learn to like sleep heavy.
Good to know. Good to know. I might have to go back to sleep after this.
At like 8, I'm just gonna start poking Dunkel. Very, very lightly, just poking Dunkel, trying to get him to wake up. Dunkel.
What? Who is it? Who are you?
Arilo. I got bored playing Who Blinks First with your puppy.
Did you win?
No.
Damn. Why did you wake me up?
I'm bored.
You want to go somewhere?
Yeah, let's go back to the tavern. I want to tell them the good news that we're going to be grouping up.
Ooh, okay. I think I might go somewhere else.
He does.
Alright.
But yeah, first we should go to the tavern.
And you do make your way there. I'd say it's like around 8-ish at the moment.
The sun is bright, so Dunkel has his cloak on.
With it being a mirror, does that mean you're blinding people as you're walking past them?
Oh, my eyes!
Walking around with a giant mirror, just blinding people.
Just a disco ball.
You would be the bane of any other creature with
Dude, he
dark
is
vision
literally
Right.
the party. He wears the party on his body.
the disco ball. Let's go.
Me, I'm so glad I don't have sunlight sensitivity on this character.
Just want to point out something that I've kind of noticed. Dunkel,
Is
his cloak looks like a joke.
it?
Is this before you get here?
Oh,
This is
okay,
like
okay.
one of the conversations we're having.
Oh.
Like, for someone who doesn't want to be seen, he sure is showing himself off.
He's
I
a bit
mean-
flashy for someone who doesn't like to be seen.
You gotta give it to him though. When that cloak works, it works.
True. Like you're seeing too much of him.
I
mean,
agree. There's like a long distance stare for a moment.
I just thought of an idea, since if we're wording it as like you could literally blind people by just like putting like I don't know like a light spell on him.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But
Duck
not
on
in this
through the
town.
door.
Right. The magic ban.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Oh dear.
can you fit in the door, sir?
He did last
He's
night.
like hunched like all the way over, like waddling through the doorway.
There's two
Oh my-
sides to the spectrum. There's the door opens and there's this small kobold walking in, taking no space within the door whatsoever.
Wait.
And right after him, there's this massive body just walking and like squeezing his way through. Pardon me.
Oh, wait a minute. Dunkel has his cloak on.
You forgot
There's
to turn
a
it on.
steel defender on.
Yeah.
Steel defender walking in.
Roll stealth. I'm just kidding.
Roll stealth.
Let's go, Paul.
You don't actually have to.
Awake.
Corey would be able to miss it.
11. You're not hiding from many people.
Me when passive.
Y'all hear like some Dunkel mumbling.
Yeah.
Might have to go back to bed, but before I do, Thaddeus, do you remember anyone with a green cloak that had antlers?
Do I?
You do remember Green Cloak? You don't remember the antlers?
Where do I remember the green cloak from?
Roll an intelligence check.
Was it that Hunter? Not Hunter. Yes. Just like I remember something vague about cloaks and stuff when we fought
Yeah.
that other person on horseback.
You remember a person wearing green cloak as you were traveling with Horton Bottlegrass, and just after retrieving the card, you followed the tracks and you found his stolen card in this opening in the forest.
Do I have to like insight or intelligence
grove.
to remember that, or because I kind of remembered it?
I mean, Thaddeus remembers it, so...
Okay.
What about it?
I saw a woman wearing it last night. The one who broke a window next to me.
A woman? Not a man?
Yes. Relatively certain.
I was there too.
Do you remember your horse?
Yes, I remember my horse. Well,
And who it belonged to before?
yes.
Very similar cloak, at least in the description that you've given me.
Ah. Uh-oh.
Passion leave. We can metagame. I'm just kidding.
The Steel Defender will walk right by y'all.
Can one of you go
Uncle,
check?
you missed a spot on your cloak. I can see your leg.
No, no.
Dunkel, did you see my horse at the stables while you were there?
We left the horse over here.
Oh, yes. At the hitching post.
Exactly. The hitching post.
It was the horse at the hitching post when you walked
Wow,
in.
I don't have to remind you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember
It's the first time
things.
for everything.
I don't remember. I didn't bother to check. The sunlight, it hurts.
Well, I need to go back to bed. So,
well, before you do, is
Yes.
everyone from your group here?
I believe so.
I believe
Yeah,
quite
this is
literally
it.
everyone but Corey is downstairs.
Yeah,
No.
Corey is still
Corey.
fast asleep.
No,
Corey!
I'm still looking for Corey. 'Cause I heard broken window and I know that's
My
probably Corey.
hands and just yell, Corey!
Oh, no.
Just yelling upwards.
I'm interested.
Hey, calm down,
Actually,
man. Some
screw it.
people
I know
are
which room
sleeping.
Corey's in. I'm gonna go up and I'm actually gonna like open his door.
Yeah,
Is
it
it
wouldn't be locked. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna see the door. The
What-
window isn't
what-
broken. And I'm just gonna
wait.
breathe a giant sigh of relief.
Okay.
Let us wait for Passion.
Alright.
no.
I'm really upset that I have to go. This is sad days.
Unfortunate.
Doesn't our campaign literally land on Christmas?
No.
Yes.
I think it's the
Next
day
week.
before.
Is 25th the day before?
No, that's
Oh
right.
no,
Christmas
it
is on
is, that is
Saturday.
right on Christmas. My bad.
So I guess we're gonna have a break.
Yep.
Yeah.
The day after that,
will-
it is January 1st.
I will be in a different state with my dad. So,
The DM has never left your side. What is it?
Yay!
yep, he definitely did not.
We
leave.
want to blow up the tavern.
No,
Great.
no.
Already set the
kidding.
explosives. You missed it.
We already set down the sea.
Everybody but Corey is here, and
We're about to go get it.
Yep, and
Blake said something
I-
he wanted to do.
Yep, I went up to Corey's room. Apparently, Corey doesn't lock his room, which is something that I'm gonna have to talk to him about later. But
Okay.
Yep,
I'm gonna
Gabriella
look
just
in
yelled.
and see the window is not broken. I'm just gonna sigh the biggest sigh of relief.
You do see a little bit of a crack at the window, the middle post.
Yeah. There's like a dent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anyone there?
Yeah, Corey's fast asleep. In his bed.
We figured.
Anyone else?
No, just him. Or is there anyone else?
Not that Corey would have brought in.
Just a homeless person sleeping on the floor.
I'm gonna be really tempted to do
Excuse
magic.
me?
You left the door unlocked.
The horse
Fair.
is inside of there.
Yeah, that drunkard is. I mean. There's
Yeah,
chest, there's horse.
You
I'm
see
now-
four
there's no
dogs
horse.
playing cards.
A horse.
I'm gonna be really tempted to cast magic and then remember that I'm not allowed to, and I'm just gonna sigh and go back downstairs and deal with the fact that I'm probably gonna have to pay repair costs.
Not gonna wake him up.
No, that was there when you
I'm gonna
got there. What
kick
do you mean?
Corey's bed as I leave. Come on. It's morning.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna
I'll be 10
convert
minutes.
20 of my gold to platinum, so I don't have 420 gold because it's kind of a meme.
Okay. So you're doing what again? With the...
What?
What are you doing with the
I'm,
golden?
I'm converting 20 of my gold to platinum, so I don't have 420.
Oh,
gold,
so you have
it's kind of-
2 additional platinum.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
'cause
she
that's
would.
kind of a meme.
She would have that much.
Definitely would have that much. I spent 3 platinum while I was here.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
spent in platinum. They would have it.
How much was the meal for me and my dog?
5 silver pieces.
Okay, and I'll point like a finger back to Thaddeus and say I'll pay for his too.
Okay. Same price.
Then
Okay.
I'll buy breakfast for anyone who hasn't gotten breakfast yet.
So for breakfast, I want 20 eggs.
There's like a buffet that you can choose from, and I'm assuming you just grab the whole platter of eggs and
Yep.
just.
Platter of eggs, platter of bacon, platter of toast.
And so that's happening as you, Blakes, walk up to the table. And who's gonna pay for that, gentlemen?
I will.
That would be 2 gold pieces, please.
Okay, no problem. And then I'll order breakfast for everyone who hasn't gotten anything yet.
Okay.
Just because it's been so long, would you mind telling me the name of that shop that was on that piece of paper I got handed?
Oh, I have that written down.
Okay. Thaddeus is gonna remind you.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Thaddeus and say, hey, could you give me that piece of paper I gave you a day ago?
I have that written down somewhere.
I don't actually need it. I just need to recall what it's named.
It's Gifts and Thorns.
Gifts and Thorns, thanks. I'm gonna put Budo on his leash, and I'm gonna go out for a walk looking for it.
Give me meat.
Yeah, as I come back, say to everyone, so, good news.
They can all roleplay while I'm looking for it.
Me and, Dunkel decided we want to stay together because we're friends. So,
Very good friends.
now we're all going to be working together. He nods matter-of-factly.
The glasses that Thaddeus has worn is on the table, just sort of like haphazardly tossed on there, and he's full face palming.
Yep. Good friends.
Thaddeus, don't forget to make him sign the contract. He's just fucking...
He even did this to my sword. I pull out the great sword and turn on the bright light.
Thaddeus gets up from the table, picks up his glasses, and walks away. Just fully leaves the tavern.
What's
Seems
your
like
heading?
they're happy.
Actually, real quick, Thaddeus will take the bag of holding from Dunkel.
What? No.
You can have it back when I'm done.
I don't know why he's surprised about your announcement. I told him already.
I'm looking forward to meeting. Oh, looking forward to working with all of you. I'm going back to bed. With that, Ash goes back to bed, and I have to go.
Alright, very well.
See you later, Ash. Take care.
Thanks for
Bye,
joining.
everyone.
Take care.
Have fun.
So, I guess we're working together. Do you guys have anything that you guys need to take care of, or? Because I mean, we just did a few jobs.
You guys can finish your breakfast. I have to go get something. I don't know what Thaddeus is doing.
Thaddeus, do you want to inform me of stuff I really what's happening? Y'all leave me out of it most of the time.
I'm actually just not in the building.
Oh, he's not even here. I'm talking to a ghost.
Ghost where?
You say that, look at Thaddeus, and realize he's gone.
It's my
See, like
schizophrenia.
the
Out of
outline
character.
of him.
out of character, this would be a good time for you guys to roleplay with each other, just to like learn a little bit about each other, like in character. Since we have to go.
I have an appointment.
In game.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? I know a perfect plan we can do. We can go explore somewhere.
Sounds like fun. Is it a place where we can hit things?
Yeah, there's a lot of people hitting each other there.
Yay!
We should go check it out.
Passion, the intention is to go down to the sketchy areas of this place.
Okay. Okay, so
As soon as I see we are going to the sketchy area, Strife, are you coming with?
No, I gotta find this place, man.
so we have Thaddeus. I know you're heading. I'll get to you in a sec. I'll probably speak with you in private.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then Strife. So
I'll have already left, but if I come across them again, I will stick with the group. So if we somehow meet up, I will.
Well,
but
so-
if we don't cross paths, then that's a different story.
tell me what you want to do. So you exit the tavern or the inn,
Yeah.
and
I'm
there's a
looking-
street that you can go left or right.
I'm gonna go right, and I'm just looking for this Gifts and Thorns place, holding
Very
a piece
well.
of paper.
You do that. Okay, and then everyone else follows Danko?
I'm gonna bring Eve over and say, hey, we're apparently going with them. And we're gonna go to a place for a reload to have some fun.
Are we gonna destroy some shit again?
We probably not. Arilo, it's inevitable.
Got it. Okay.
Once they get out of the door, Arilo offers to scoop up Dunkel,
Sure.
puts him on the shoulder.
Holding the person that knows where we're going.
Yeah, he'll just point.
Yeah, I fully imagine this as like
We are going to be
Pointing where
so
we're going.
lost.
He's like his phone that he just sometimes checks
So
on.
do we have
Okay,
the
do I
two-
need to go left or right?
Do we have the
Before-
two people with the lowest intelligence giving us directions on where to
Yes.
go?
No, we've got just the
No,
people with the
Dunkel
lowest
has the same
intelligence going in
intelligence.
general.
Well, Dunkel
They are
has
typical.
intelligence.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
That
Dunkel's
wisdom is
smart.
Contrary to his name.
Oh my god,
Yes.
did we just wait, hold on. Is our group like full of like casters and smart people and your group full of just meatheads?
no, I'm
We're all
also a
idiots.
caster.
Yeah, but we have two
I'm a
intelligence
caster,
casters.
but I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a charisma caster, so.
Oh yeah, same. So we are also idiots.
Dunkel
We
has
have three
intelligence.
I
charisma
have an
casters.
intelligence of 12. Thank you very much.
I have an intelligence
Hired
of
me.
10. Thank you very much. I am average.
Yeah, I've got a constitution of yeah.
I have a constitution of 18, charisma
Damn.
of 20,
I have a constitution
intelligence
and
of
strength.
12.
We're on
I am
our
a
way.
tough
Well,
I
they're
have an
stacked.
intelligence of 9. I know what I'm doing.
Stats are crazy.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I have shit stats.
We all like, you know, we've had to make like weird choices on feats every now and then because we've had to like make decisions on how we can do things better. Making a character from
Intelligence of
like
8 and a wisdom of 9. I think I know what I'm doing.
Don't worry.
true.
I used to live here before. I know where I'm going.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, you may.
Well, you used to live here, that means you know a lot about this place, right? With Kingdom and everything.
Yes.
I'm sure you know more than Thaddeus does about the area if you live there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's not very insightful. Danku seems to be the most knowledgeable person of this city you've ever met.
Oh, God. We are so screwed.
He knows every street like the back pocket, like his back pocket. He knows
Before
his
you
back
know
pocket.
it, you're gonna get ambushed by a group of kobolds and your kidneys are gonna be gone.
We are getting mugged. We are getting mugged.
We are gonna get pickpocketed by a bunch of little kobolds.
People that can see have gone off on their own.
That's the best part. Kobolds can't pickpocket a reload. The bags are too high up.
They are.
True.
They are.
He's literally knee high,
I feel like they would just climb your leg.
Okay, but
but it's
how,
no longer
that
pickpocket
is-
because he would
that
see
is
them.
no longer stealthy pickpocketing.
I mean,
No, they're just gonna
depends how well
stack
you-
on top of each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
Oh my god, it's like
Three
three
kobolds
kobolds in a
trench
trench
coat.
coat. It's literally 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yes. Dunkel has the trench
How
coat.
many? How many kobolds tall is a Relo?
Like 6, maybe 8.
Yeah.
You only
Many.
need 3.
Oh my gosh.
I am many kobolds tall.
Anyway, yeah, you guys do your RP business.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, as we would be leaving, my horse would just be standing, not tied up or anything. I didn't leave him there; he's just there.
Okay,
Oh,
Oh
very
yeah. It would be great to see if the horses are there, so we could take the carriage down over there.
Go ahead and roll perception for me. And see how...
Just have a fancy decked-out horse.
8.
Nothing weird. About
Yeah, horses appear to be still outside.
We can take this carriage.
Oh,
It's
Thaddeus, do the same. Roll perception for me. I know your investigation and that is high, but... 6. Yeah. You have a goal in mind. You're headed in the direction.
Do you want me to roll perception as well for what I'm doing, or?
Is it where we left it, though? Is the question.
Yeah.
Because it was like directly in front of this. Okay.
Yeah, like to the side of it, but yeah.
Mm,
go-
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Strife. 16. You count 1 out of 2 horses.
Which horse got taken?
The one that wasn't attached to the cart.
So Ash's horse.
Yes.
On the ground, do I see hoof prints?
They are long gone, and it's cobblestone, so not much to see.
I remember what the horse looked like, though, so...
You do.
Search
Okay.
for a horse.
alrighty, guys, hop on. We're taking a ride over there.
I'll take my own horse.
Brad, don't spoil it. He's asleep.
I'll ride it up.
Come on, man.
Aw.
Who's asleep?
Ash. He's
Oh.
God. He just spoiled the horse thing. Come on, no
Yes.
spoilers.
Make him feel even better. Worse.
Your horse is dead.
No, not dead. Just
I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so with that said, let's start with Strive. So you head right of the inn after noticing that one of the horses is gone. What's your aim? What's your goal? How do you go about this?
Is there anyone around there?
Yeah, the streets are lively. It's early morning, so people are
Anyone
out
just
and about.
anyone that looks like they are either loitering or like they've just been around the area for a minute?
Yeah, you catch one guy with like a strapped on wooden construction that appears to have like bags on it or crates. It seems to be like a more stable backpack to carry heavier objects.
For bigger loads. I'm gonna go up to him, flick him a silver coin.
Yes! Yeah, how can I... Whew, sorry, let me just get my breath. Whew, okay, how can I help you?
Did you see anyone steal one of these horses? There should be 2 here.
Well, what did the horse look like?
I never really got a description of it. Can I get that?
It was a brown horse with dark mane and white belly.
Okay. I would just say that to him. It was a
Alright.
dark horse, darker mane.
I'm sorry, but I haven't seen any.
I'm back.
That's fine.
Anything else I can help you with, or I have to get somewhere?
Have you heard of a shop called Gifts and Thorns?
You see him think, and let's see if he knows. I know a few gift shops, but I've never heard of one with that name.
What district are they in? Like which direction?
And he turns around from the way he came, so he was going the opposite way from to you. And he points. There's one just if you follow the road. It curves slightly. It's going to be on the right side, I believe. And then the other one, it's somewhere across the alleyways to the left. You have to search for it a bit. But I gotta go, sorry. And then he starts running.
I'm gonna go to that second one that he said.
Okay. You make your way, and this busy street.
Making your way.
Making your way.
Sorry, I had to.
Stealing the content.
Island boy.
No, dude.
I've already stolen Naughty Dog, so.
Yeah, there's a busy street, and you see. There's a couple of individuals wearing like more like working outfits, like kind of wearing wooden helmets and whatnot. Like workers working on the side of a building. They're renovating it or just like fixing the brick structure of it.
Yeah.
And then you see other like gatherings of people and all that. With your higher perception that you rolled before, one thing that catches your eye is that you see kobolds and other monstrous races around this space. But none of them seems to mind the sun. Like they are not wearing any hoods, capes, hats. That's one curious thing.
I'm pretty sure a lot of kobolds are built for desert and mountains, so it wouldn't really bother. Like you wouldn't think twice about it.
You take a turn, and you follow where he told you to go for the second one. And it takes you about 5 minutes, and you finally find a building that seemingly has no name, but then when you get closer, you see a sign that sticks out towards the main street. And there's like a picture of a rose that has like a wrapping around it, and just above it, chiseled into the wood, very
Faintly.
yeah, very faintly, very in trying to think of a word, but I can't. And you see the name Gifts and Thorns.
Bingo. He is going to look around. Are there any suspicious characters like kind of loitering around, like just?
Go ahead and roll perception.
You really hate lawyers.
No, it's like, well, the other time was to see if anyone was around long enough to see the horse stolen. This time it's more to see anyone who's acting suspicious, like they might follow me in.
You look around and no one seems to catch your eye. There's no suspicious individuals within your sight.
I don't know if you guys know how I got this piece of paper. I don't think you were here, like, watched that session, but this reeks trap. Yeah, he'll go in.
Okay. So you go ahead and you push this door open. There's like a fogged glass on the front of the door. And as you do, you hear ding 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 ding. And we'll get back to it in a sec. Okay, so the big group. So you're heading where, Danko?
The most sketchiest parts of this city.
Okay, so
Most area with the black markets.
most area with the black markets. Okay.
I'm already telling myself I should have gone with Strife.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead and roll wisdom.
Yes, sir. Just because I really do want this. If the wisdom is low, I'm rolling lucky points. That's a lucky point. Another one. There we go.
So first there's like, I guess I can find. No, I can't. Well, if I go there, then no. If I go there, though, that's where we're gonna find the stuff. As it goes through your head.
Oh God.
And so you go on and following along the plaza, you head north.
In the
And so
carriage.
you can go ahead and enjoy your moment while I will go speak with Thaddeus in private.
Also,
Hello, passionate.
the DM actually got pissed off at me because I role played my character, and this friend that he had built the game for stole from my character, and so my character confronted him, and the DM got all kinds of mad at me that I confronted this other guy.
We literally confront Dunkel when he steals things and steals them back, and it's honestly a funny dynamic.
It
Corey,
really
why are
is.
you upside down?
He lives in Australia.
He does not.
No, but like unironically, we'll have like Dunkel steal from us. So you know how we got around that? We confronted him, and now we keep a close eye on him.
Yeah.
We like out of character, there were no problems. Only in character, we're just careful, and that's part of it. Like it's how our characters interact.
Realistically, you gotta be.
But what you're saying is, Stripe,
strangers.
is after this little adventure, I'm gonna have to steal my kidneys back from Dunkel at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
I don't know.
Maybe, yes. High probability.
Don't we have a cleric now?
No, paladin.
I don't think you can regrow your kidneys though.
What the fuck? What does Grand Restoration do?
I will say I am a cleric in the sense that I've got 2 levels in cleric.
So,
So
but
lesser
not-
restoration is
you're not-
poison
Yeah,
and
it's
like things like that. There is, I think, regenerate, which
Yeah,
will
there
help
is
regrow
probably.
lost limbs. I don't know about kidneys, but you know, maybe.
Lost body parts, I presume organs would fall under
If
that.
your arm is considered an organ, then so are your organs.
yeah.
Yeah, if regenerate can restore an arm, I think it can restore a liver,
That's a
which
quote.
naturally regenerates anyway.
But you're gonna have to go without a kidney for a while. That at
Yeah.
least, because we have level 2 cleric and
I am just gonna say it.
paladin, so
I'm just gonna say Dunkel could probably make it. He could probably make a kidney.
I mean, it's
get
just
you,
filters, right?
Make a dialysis machine.
He's like, "What do you mean? Your heart is just valves."
Okay, let's get back into it, shall we?
I've been given some terrible news
Oh.
in character.
Do y'all want some drugs?
So, Dunkel, you're headed northward, and you go off the main path, and you follow some streets until you get to a neighborhood that seems less than inviting, with cobblestone giving way to muddy roads and less than paved pathways.
Just one warning, y'all.
Some
Make sure to
hanging
keep an
lines.
eye on your stuff.
I am not getting out of the carriage.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your goal here?
I'm gonna go shopping.
Where are
Question,
you
would
gonna
my
go shopping?
appearance fit in here since I am like all black head to toe and have like a scarf around my face and
Well, if you're asking if you would fit into a shady alleyway, yes, you would.
Yeah, you look hella shady.
got it.
But it's not that everyone here stares at you and they like have this death stare and you know they grind their teeth and you can see them sharpening their knives or whatnot. It's just peasants mostly wearing simple clothes and.
This sounds more like the area where everyone just minds their own business. It doesn't matter how you're dressed.
Yeah. I will mention that Corey is dressed in noble attire. Just side notes. Like fancy silk clothes.
Okay, so I hear you said something about the cart. Does that mean you did take the cart with you?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
riding the cart.
So tell me, is everyone on the cart? Is someone walking? What's the situation?
I've got a feeling a reload does not fit in the cart.
Yeah, no, he definitely doesn't.
Yeah, and Corey is riding on his own horse alongside the cart.
Okay, very well.
And wasn't Dunkel riding on Aurilo's shoulder or something?
No, he's driving the cart.
Somebody had to.
Okay.
There.
So I will ask again, Danko. What's your direction? What you're trying to
So
find?
the purpose is to find the most informational black market, something very popular around here.
Okay.
That is it.
Go ahead and roll perception check to see if you are able. You can be assisted by someone if anyone wants to assist.
Can I do the opposite of assisting?
You can.
Can someone help me out in finding this shop?
I thought you knew everything like the back of your pocket.
Yes, but again, I told you I haven't been here in a while.
So you are a hunter.
In the sense that he looked down and said, "Oh, that's new."
Yes, you strange.
Haven't seen that building before.
If you can just give me like a description, I can look from the sky.
So
I mean, I have wings.
they're basically they have a large import-export background area. They're usually very hidden away,
Okay, okay.
And you wouldn't suspect them to be a shop at all.
What you're saying is it's a building, which is hard to find.
Mm-hmm,
Doesn't look like a shop,
mm-hmm.
and it's got a bit of a backlot.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I'm just gonna real quick make an insight check on what he's talking about. God fucking damn.
You have no clue.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm getting help.
Yeah.
So do I roll with advantage, or am I being
You can either roll
tempered in
separately or you can roll with
investigation?
advantage, depending on your choice.
What's your perception check?
-2. Remember, I rolled the -1 on the window.
Yeah.
Well, I got a +0, so let's see if it works out.
Let's give you advantage.
What should be not 20? Oh.
I got the
Yo,
one more
mine
lucky
11.
to it. I'll waste my last lucky.
Okay.
Aye.
Just remind me, do you have to use the
Yeah,
reroll?
That's the next roll. Yeah, that's the 3.
Oh.
So, well, you have 9 and a 3. Or, wait, it's...
No,
It's just the 3.
yeah.
Unless you use the lucky on the 9.
No, because the 9 and 11
No.
was from
Advantage.
Yeah,
that would be-
and then he
was the other
decided,
roll.
no.
So,
this
okay,
is
so it's a
Well,
separate
the-
roll for it.
What you can do with Lucky is, like, you roll 2, you're gonna reroll one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were doing.
So you either have rerolled the 9 or the 11.
But why would you ever re-roll the 11?
Well,
I don't
he
know.
wouldn't know
You're a
that he got
psycho.
even less. But yeah, okay, so anyway. You follow the roads or the streets around this part of the town, and the peasants start to give way to more hostile looking individuals. And you see like a gatherings of people with probably some concealed weapon. You can see like a club that's against a building's wall. And you can see them just chatting amongst each other, and then when they see you approach, they look around and there's just silence as you roll around.
Reload.
Oh, are these the people I get to fight?
Yes, they're here to test your strength. If you are becoming king.
Pull off the greatsword and just look at it with joy in my eyes.
Roll intimidation. Intimidation 10. They keep staring, and one of them smiles back. Which one of you has the highest passive perception? Can you each give me your passive perceptions?
I have a 10.
8.
10, 12,
11.
8, 11,
Anyone wear anything good?
9.
9.
So
Shit,
12.
does
Nope.
Rilo actually have the highest passive perception right now?
Oh, he has
Yeah.
the vantage point of being higher.
That's true. No, you don't notice anything. So as you roll by, they didn't seem to be too concerned with you, Aurilo.
We're fighting these people.
Do you wanna?
I mean, kind of why we came here.
Sure, we can stop somewhere.
I'll walk myself right over to him.
Okay.
Can I fight you?
And what would you mean by fighting us? Big guy?
Well, my friend told me I should come here to fight people because I find fighting fun.
And you just start laughing. Well, fighting can be fun. Why do you want to fight, eh? Or just because you're big?
I just want to fight because it's fun.
You wanna fight? How about you find a fighting pit? Some fight club or other. People are
don't
trying
know
to
where
live
those are.
here. Or perhaps... And then there's a second person. Or perhaps you're coming here because you wanna finish what you started last night.
What I do last night.
Or you wanna kill more of us. Not enough
didn't
that
know
we're living in these conditions. You wanna come here and murder more of us?
I don't remember murdering anyone.
And as he shouts that, you see people from around the street start to gather, and you can sense this like kind of aggressive aura starting to build up. Yeah, you came to kill us.
Okay, I think I'm gonna step
I've
in.
never been here before in my life.
I think they would recognize you if you've been here before.
I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna say that's enough.
And who are you, huh?
Look, we haven't been here before. Look, I don't know who your beef is with, but it's not us.
And why would I believe you, eh?
Because I would not lie.
Oh, well, you're some kind of holy person, eh? Believing
Something
in
like
God or such, eh?
But you don't believe in a god?
Aurilo starts to look a little angry now that they're starting to shit talk.
Gods don't believe in us. If they did, we wouldn't be living in these conditions.
You want to end up in a wall?
I'm sorry?
What
You
happened
want to
last
end up
night?
in a wall? Sorry.
Is that a threat? You hear that, people? They threaten us! They
No,
came
it's
here to
not-
finish the yesterday's job!
Can
You
happen
might
to
want-
you.
Oh,
if you
hold
don't
on,
believe
hold
in
on.
God.
What
I
happened
would-
yesterday?
Oh, you're saying like you don't know what happened yesterday?
How would I know? I was in an inn sleeping.
Oh, it's nice to be in an inn and sleep in a comfortable bed, eh? You wanna bolster on another privileges that you have. Rich folk.
Are they being mean?
And you hear from the
Yes,
crowd,
Aurilo, they're being mean.
somebody was murdered! Yeah, someone murdered here!
As
Am I
soon as
with-
Ev-
Okay.
They cut the man in half! And you hear everyone
Am I
Am I
screaming.
within range of hearing this? Like, how close am I?
No, they are on the opposite side of the city.
As soon as Eve says that they've been being mean, I immediately walk forward and just grab the main person talking to us.
Okay, go ahead and roll acrobatics or athletics.
Grapple check.
Oh,
My lord.
yeah,
Do
so
not fuck with Rilo's friends.
he goes around and he makes this big arm gesture, and as his arm waves through the air, you take the opportunity and you grab it and you lift him up. What is it you're doing?
To them.
Yo, just let me down, big buffoon!
Aurilo, do you want to hold him until he calms down a little bit?
That's supposed to mean. Just let me down! Damn it.
You're getting a little too angry, and I feel like you're getting a little angry at the wrong people.
Right
What
now,
happened?
there's a crowd of angry people around you. There's like 20 people around you surrounding the cart, and there's muttering and voices, and everyone's starting to chant like, "Yo, let him go! He didn't do anything wrong! Yeah, let him go!"
Can I like try to intimidate them? Just like
What do you do?
walk out in front and like yell out to everyone, mind your own fucking business.
Okay, very well. Go ahead and roll intimidation with disadvantage, as there's a large number of individuals.
What if I'm proficient in it?
And then you still roll disadvantage.
Yeah, you got a bonus.
Advantage, we have a big modifier.
Oh
Advantage, disadvantage.
That's
so-
dude. You rolled not 20 and not 1 in the same roll. What the fuck?
If anyone granted you any form of advantage before the roll, it would have been the 22 because it was on the left side.
Yeah.
That's
There's this confusion of emotion as you jump off the cart, or if you weren't in the cart, you walk up to the crowd and you tell them off for butting in this conversation. And there's like 3 people standing right in front of you just get scared, and then they realize there's more of them and they step back in their place. You don't belong here, leave us! And the guy is still hanging there. Yo, just let me go, you big old goof.
Arila, do you want to put him down? I think he's settled down.
Drop.
Okay, he drops. Let me see if he catches himself.
I'm gonna attempt
He
to catch him.
lends.
I'm gonna attempt to catch him.
Okay, so you manage to grab him in the air, and then he his knees buckle gently as you grab his wrist. Not wrist, his elbow as he's touching the ground. And he rips his arm out of your hand. You don't
So
belong
what
here,
happened?
people. What happened is somebody came here. Alright? You get me? Somebody came here in the dead of night. And they murdered someone. One of ours. And you think showing up right now, right in front of us, wearing your fancy clothes, and we're not gonna take you up as someone suspicious?
I don't want to metagame. but
I'm
please
not
don't do
saying
it.
don't treat us with suspicion, but don't treat us like we're guilty already. What if somebody else walks down here and, they were the ones responsible, and then you're just looking like an idiot?
Why
Hey.
would we return to the
And
scene
what
of
if
the
we're
crime?
the ones? What if we're the ones here trying to help?
Okay, Blix,
Please
go ahead and roll persuasion.
Can I help him
Blix-
with that?
Blix actually made a good point.
Sure, because you're trying to calm the people. Wow, holy fuck.
Nice.
25, 21, 25. Okay, you managed to calm the person down that you're currently speaking to. Alright, and so if I am... So what if I am saying that you're the responsible ones, even though you're not the ones? We were the ones hurt.
Okay. Well, what can we do to help?
He looks back, and you see from the dark alleyway a person emerges, and you see they have a bondage around their chest and around their hand, or like a first aid-ish makeshift blanket, right? I've seen that fucker. Seen him yesterday. Ugly bastard. Short, pale, elvish in nature, wearing black cloak. He did this to me, and he shows you, and there's 3 fingers only, as the ring and middle and small finger are missing, with the other part of the hand. Strange psycho came here. We were just walking by. He killed one of my men. One of my friends. He cut the man in half with this strange blade. I've never seen anything like that. It's as if the blade... don't even know how to describe it, but it didn't cut. It evaporated my... And he shows you the hand again.
I wish Ash was here right now.
I wish he was here too.
Yeah, I wish somebody other than me was here. I wish I was anywhere but here.
I have several questions, but I literally can't ask them. I can't ask anyone.
Step forward. I'm gonna
Don't-
step forward and ask where this happened.
Okay.
Almost the right question.
And he points just in one of the other alleyways.
So Eve, they were just being mean to us because other people were mean to them.
Yes, they were just being mean to us because somebody attacked them.
Can I give? So
You're not there,
How
Strife.
no. Like out of character, could I inform them of stuff that's happened to us in the past?
No,
Okay.
you may not.
Because we will know. Can
Now
I?
that I-
also-
I thought it might
Double
help
was
with
there.
like identifying it. Who it was.
I would like
Not
to
nothing
fly
this
up
session,
close.
like several sessions ago.
Turn to the guy that I.
I would like to fly up close to the guy and land like a couple feet in front of him and ask him, what kind of blade was this? Because you said it didn't cut you, it kind of just evaporated you, but like outside of it being that kind of blade, was it like rapier, cutlass?
He
Like
looks you up and down. I don't know. I didn't have time to look.
Oh,
It,
that's
it
not
was it was a blade
And
of
anything
Longcon.
else on the guy that was remarkable? Insignia, clothing kind,
Man.
anything of that sort?
I don't know. I was minding my own business, walking home, and then we were attacked. My friend's dead. The other one escaped. I can't find him, and then I almost lost an arm, if not my life. You think I'm gonna pay attention? I think I told you already enough. Just get lost,
Yeah.
people.
With that, I could find him.
I
Like,
take Aurelio and like walk over towards the alley that he said this happened in.
Okay.
Wait
So
1 second.
he just
Turn to the guy that I, yoinked off the ground.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know why you were being mean. Pull out 2 of the stones that I used to eat. Hand him them.
Okay.
And then go with Eve.
Go ahead and roll persuasion of your own, because that shit's strange.
Oh god, I've got.
Now you're speaking their language.
Rock.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck yeah.
Have
He
rock.
he takes the rocks from you.
Sick roll.
Well, thanks, I guess. But you really should mind your own business. It's
I've already left and gone with Eve.
okay. So you just gave him the stuff, and so he's just speaking to the rest of you.
Here, have eating rock, and left.
And he drops the stones on the floor when you're not looking. Honestly, just...
Would you rather us mind our own business, or would you rather us help you guys out?
how would you be even able to help us out?
Do you have anything that
There's
you know
several. There are several good questions you could ask right now. That's all I'm saying.
Strive, you're not there.
Does you
I've
are
got an
also missing
intelligence of 9. I know what I'm doing, Strife.
your friend. You said there was one friend with you who was also attacked who is now missing, right? So it would be I need to find them as well.
Well,
Do you
so
know
now you're
anything-
speaking to the other guys. The guy that his hand was missing, that was talking about the friend, and the other guy that was cut in half, he's left back into the alley, like he didn't want to have anything to do with the conversation.
Oh,
But
because I
the-
could really easily find his friend.
The first guy, well, yeah, he's had a rough night to say the least.
But he's
Yes.
located.
One of them was basically cut in half, and then the other one left, and we can't really find him.
Yeah. Does he have anything like, not unique to him, but like anything that's his that he might have on him at this moment? Like,
Well, I believe he was wearing what he usually wears, which is this dark brown jacket and a hat that matches it. But
what kind
that's
of
about
hat
it.
is?
It's like a flat topped hat.
Okay. So I know magic, when you said magic is illegal here, that's just like an enforced law, not anything.
That's what you would get from that, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I want to cast locate object
Okay.
on a flat top hat.
Oh,
I like this is disadvantage. I don't know anything unique to him, but might be to the nearest flat top hat. I'll know the direction of.
Okay. You
For
get
reasons-
multiple pinpoints
Oh, yeah.
of the described item.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I only know the nearest one.
There's so then you find like 5 or 6 of them. You have like these mental pings in different directions. One of them you can actually see there's a person wearing a hat that resembles what it's being taught. It's like, I don't know if golfer hat makes more sense to you guys.
I'll be right back.
So yeah, so golfer
I know what
hat.
you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so something like that. But this gentleman has a grey one.
Is that your friend?
Are you pointing to the guy?
Yes.
The guy in the crowd's like, me? No. I'm not affiliated with them. Sorry, no.
Oh, I thought because you have the hat.
No, that's not the guy.
Oh, okay.
He's the skinny, cheekbones poking out.
Kind of starving.
Well, not that bad off.
Oh, okay.
But
Anyone else have any? Yes, sorry. Like, I have a couple more things that I might wonder, because like, any place he might crash, like, that you might not have looked yet. Like, does he maybe have a favorite bar? Okay, probably would have looked there. Like, any place he might have gone willingly.
well, we say that like we did go look for him. We technically didn't. We just haven't heard from him.
You've not seen him yet.
You haven't seen him.
Okay.
Well, there is one place nearby. Doubt he's gonna be there. It's like a local mini bar. Very cheap booze can be got there, so you can understand why we go there. But other affordable place within our budget is a bronze tankard tavern.
Is that a special kind of tavern, or that you can call it that, or is that just the name of it?
That's the name of the place.
Oh, okay. Cause like that's might be Paris where he's hanging out, but is there does he have a house or anything like that you might have not looked yet?
Well, we did go to his house, of course we would, after hearing what happened.
Yes.
We did go there and we didn't hear any answers. Maybe he was asleep or he closed himself in, so we will go and check again, but
And does he have a name? Cause it. And do you have a name that we could give if we meet him? That like you are worried.
let me get the names. Yeah, his name is Kigir. And I'm sore. So K-I-G-I-R and S-O-R.
Alright. Yeah, no, like, I'm sorry that we had a little, that there was almost a fight and that my friend picked you up. But I swear, on honor of my family, I will do my best to find your friend and also the person that's responsible for this, cause like, this is not nice.
Well, if you were able to do that, that would be much appreciated. We don't have any means of payment, but you would...
Oh, I don't care about the payment.
You would certainly gain our trust and gratitude, whatever it may be valuable to you.
Don't go up here uncloaking himself.
Can I ask a question?
Yes. What is it?
You seem like you know this place a lot, right?
Well, we live here, so that's fair to assume, yeah. What do you need?
I'm looking for a dark shop. Black market.
Would you mind specifying dark? Because that doesn't really say much.
A very crooked shop to purchase things.
Mind you, there's still like people around, so you're just looking to this individual in front of the cart, and
How do I explain it without, you know? You know what? It's fine. Looking for a black market. Do any of y'all know one might be?
go ahead and
I am not a officer.
And
Hello,
I'll
Officer
reward
Matt.
you with these 2 platinum pieces if you can help me out.
okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead
sure,
and roll
that's no
persuasion with advantage for showing that 2 gold pieces.
2 platinum
2
pieces.
platinum pieces, sorry.
So anyway,
I
they now
really
can pay
hope
as a
you
reward.
fudged both those rolls.
Imagine
bad.
2 nat ones. No!
Thank God.
They look fake.
He looks you up and down, and then he reaches his hand out to retrieve the platinum pieces from you before answering.
He doesn't put it down. He
Okay.
knows how to trade.
He squints, and there's just this stare off.
What do you expect?
Keep in mind, you've got somebody that looks like some ceremonial guard standing right next to you.
Yeah.
He's still looking at him.
Is it me lagging?
Mhm.
It's both, isn't it? Anyway,
Hello?
give me 1 piece, and I'll tell you the direction.
I feel like this is something that I'm going to, you know what, I'm just gonna fuck off for this, and I'm just gonna walk down the alley where it happened.
Okay, so
I'll follow you at this
yeah, and I also heard Eve was going there, right?
Yes,
Yeah, like-
me and Aurelo.
Okay, so you headed there before everyone else. So
Dunkel
while
gives... Oh, sorry.
Danko, what?
Dunkel gives him the 1 platinum piece.
Okay, he takes the platinum piece. He points to the
Alright.
direction. Crow's nest. That's all you get. And he turns around.
Alrighty, here you go.
Gives him the other.
And it's best that we part our ways here. And
Adios.
the crowd, some people still looking you as you walk towards the other alleyway where the so assumed assault happened. But most of the other people, after the situation de-escalated, they have went about their business.
Dunkel cloaks up and goes back into the cart.
Okay, Aurelo and Eve, you arrive first to the scene of crime. There's a crime scene.
Is there tape and everything?
Is there what?
Tape? Crime scene tape.
No, there's no tape.
We're in Detroit. There ain't no crime scene tape.
Yeah, we are the people to put up the tape.
Not really. I mean, you're not hired by any enforcement place. You're just doing your private investigation.
Is this an investigation?
Wait, is it? I think I'm lagging gently, but oh well.
Might just be
You sound fine for us.
Do I? Then I don't know what.
but you sound fine. There's just like a slight delay.
Yeah, let me just reconnect quickly.
Your bottom left says we're pinging. Everyone has pretty bad ping, I assume.
I don't know what's going on, but if you can hear me, that's
Mine's,
We're better.
mine's pretty good, actually.
I've got,
I got
red
27.
300 milliseconds.
Oh, I got a
Oh
green
no,
27.
mine just jumped back up to 70. I'm good again.
Yeah, mine's also good again.
Okay, so Aurilo and Eve, you find the crime scene, and your low passive perceptions. It seems just like a muddy alleyway. So if you would like to perceive any more detail, you would have to roll for it.
I am proficient in investigation,
Well,
so
go ahead and investigate the area.
I'll take a look and sniff around. All that fun jazz. Perceptioning.
Okay.
Before you do,
Trying.
So do two separate ones.
Everyone's doing separate? Or
So
do
it
they
always
wanna...
comes up with 2 for me if I'm proficient in something.
No,
How do I
you're
make
clicking
it so
your
it doesn't?
advantage.
Yeah,
on the
the-
top of your screen,
No,
under your name
she-
above your initiative, change it to normal.
No, she needs to enable advantage toggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to
Where?
go.
How do I do that?
Go to
the cog wheel
little
and then on
gear.
the right side.
Yeah. The cogwheel top right, and then
In the
just
right
underneath
box. Roll queries advantage toggle.
Oh yeah, it's like a
rightmost
drop
box.
down menu. It'll say it'll be on
On the
always roll
character
advantage.
sheet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
so
do it
here,
for you?
Let me.
Yeah, because I have no idea how to do that.
So do you want it to be always roll? Do you want it to be query? It will come up with like a small box asking if you wanna roll advantage, disadvantage, or normal. Or do you want to just be able to toggle between them whenever you want?
Make a query.
Query.
So under roll queries, what do I change it to?
Advantage toggle or
Query. Whichever you're comfortable with. Although I do like the query. Okay,
just
so
gonna do never
go
roll
ahead and roll
change
now.
I'm gonna
Okay,
change
I'll
my
roll now.
rolls to a whisper toggle. That way I can.
Oh yeah, I also have that. So
Yeah, that's useful tool.
in case you're dragged off to
13.
a place.
Okay, so Eve, you walking into the alleyway first, you notice that on the right side of it, it's, I would say, like 4 feet wide. So Aurilo's having hard time fitting in there. And you walk in, and then on the other end of the building on the right side, where the edge is, you see a part of the building is missing, but it's not like it's been chipped off. There's like a clean cut within the side of the building. Like somebody just literally cut it out. And then you, Aurilo, notice after Eve passes through the mud that the mud is slightly stained red.
Mad?
Mud.
Mud.
Mud. Mud.
Mud's red.
Yeah, there's a chunk of building that's been cut off here too. Is there anybody else in this alleyway?
No, currently just you and Aurilo just outside of it, because he cannot fit physically in there.
Okay, can I cast Detect Magic then?
Go ahead.
Alright, I will do that then.
Really wouldn't show up on that Woody.
Okay.
Real
So do I detect any
Yeah,
magic anywhere?
yes you do.
nearby, or- Okay.
In that cut, that perfectly clean cut, you do detect some residue of magic.
Also,
Yeah,
Relo's
can I like focus on it and let's see here.
Notice School of Magic.
Yeah, notice the School of Magic.
That is a feature of detect magic.
There's magic and can turn the skull of it. Okay. I can
Mhm.
tell you right now that you do not know the skull of magic.
It's not a spell.
Arila's greatsword also lights up with the detect magic.
No, it's not magic.
True.
It's,
Yes, that
it's,
too.
what? Dunkel put magic on something? That's impossible. He didn't do magic.
He used magic ingredients.
Yeah, nature ingredients. Yeah,
Which
Dunkel doesn't know
Okay.
anything magical.
I'm gonna keep just kind of like looking around to see if I can see anything else, and I'm assuming others are probably gonna follow us eventually. So
Okay, yeah. So everyone else, so you've regrouped again.
we fill them in on what's going on, and I explain that there's like traces of magic where the building's been cut out, and the school of magic I don't recognize it.
We've experienced
May I ask
situation before as well.
what the building is that the hole has been cut out of?
It's just some housing building. There's like a cobblestone and wood mix wall, and the piece of the wall is just missing.
Did you group up back at the carriage?
Is it a
And that's
piece that's big enough for like somebody to go through, or is it just like something
No, it's
hidden?
imagine imagine the edge of a building. Wait, my camera's off. So
it's the piece of the building that was
Yeah,
behind
so
the person that was cut.
you have a piece of the building, right? And then this piece of building is missing like a triangular shape of it. There's like a groove within it, but it's very clean.
Does it look burnt or anything
No.
like that? Just like
Literally, the best way I can describe it is it's as if a piece of the building evaporated.
just like the guy said, his fingers just
Yep.
probably hit by the sword.
I don't know what Sap's looking up.
Is this information
I'm just taking
relayed?
note.
Is this information relayed at the carriage?
Would like
Yes.
to be where we still were.
I had that similar experience before. We didn't know the school magic, which I don't believe. But apparently that is something. And it was something to deal with like Ash and his magic, and I.
So blood? Right, that was his magic? Like bloody.
Ash's magic?
That was stripes of blood.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Would mine show up on detect magic? My blood.
It would be faintly magical when ignited with your ability, yes.
So what kind of magic does Ash do then? If it's
You
similar to
don't
that?
know.
But this is what I'm asking Dunko, like the guy
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
believe magic. Yeah, I'm asking him what kind of magic it was.
I don't know what he calls it.
Oh, okay. That's inconvenient. So
I think it might be best to bring somebody like Strife or Ash here then.
Probably Ash, yeah.
That might be best.
yeah, but we do also have to address this, where that guy who ran off, who might know more, might be. So might be good to check those places out first, because I don't think this gap in the wall is going anywhere. But that guy who's missing, every minute we wait is another minute he might go somewhere else. Plus, there's still like, well, no, that guy's dead. Plus, there's still a murderer on the loose, and I think, well, no, yeah,
Sounds smart to do.
Uncle, you said you've seen something like this before, right?
Something similar.
Can you tell us about it?
When we were at Digville, Ash had a kinship towards it. To Thaddeus, he would always quote that it was a magic that he did not know of.
That Thaddeus didn't know of, or Ash didn't know of?
Thaddeus. But I also believe Ash as well, but I do not know.
Okay, so some ancient magic.
But that, as far as I know, I never spoke to them about it. It was just their miscellaneous talk.
Okay. Do we want to go to that bar that the person said the missing guy liked to hang out at?
Copper, what was like Copper Flagon or something?
We could.
I think that's the best thing to do, but definitely not influenced by the fact that Ash isn't here, so we can't get him. But
it would have been one of the things we would like to do.
I think.
But that's why I like postpone that.
Yeah.
I think our best bet would be to go back, regroup, and get the rest of the people.
They might be still out for like a while because they don't know.
That actually might be a great idea.
But like, do we have a way to contact Thaddeus and
Not without magic.
Yeah, this city makes that difficult, which I think was planned.
You hear a voice coming from the sky.
But I just did magic and nobody gave us shit.
Please don't. Oh God. Now I know.
So.
Well, that's going to be a problem later down the line, but that's going to be beside the point. Do you guys want to just like get Strife, Thaddeus, and maybe wait for Ash to wake up if he wakes up?
Like again, how do we do that without just waiting till the end of the day when they come back?
Well, I think they're probably heading back to the bar after they're done with their stuff.
If you think it won't be too long of a wait, because again,
well, if it's a wait, then
well, it's morning. People don't usually go to the bar until later at night.
This is the ghetto. They might.
This is a guy who just almost died, so he might be drinking it off.
How about this? We can go get some.
We go to the bar and just take a look and see if he's there, and we can. If he's not there, then we can head back to the tavern and wait for the others.
Okay. What we can do is some of us just quickly dip into the tavern. If he's not there, fine. You go back to the tavern we're staying at on my horse, and if the rest are there, we just also come there, okay?
This is a long conversation about like where to go.
Yeah, let's just all agree. We'll go to the bar. We'll see if he's there. If not, we'll go back to our bar.
Out of character, there's a lot of simplifying you have to do to make sure that enough things can get like scratched in a session.
Yeah, fair.
So sometimes you have to make compromises. Like, let's just go as a group instead of like everyone splitting off and taking their own minutes. Sometimes you all just have to take a combined 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you will go back to the Jealous Angel Inn, where you will try and wait for the others.
No, we were gonna go to the bar that.
Oh, to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're on your way there, we're gonna come back to Strife.
Pog.
Doctors.
So you go ahead and enter the building, and as you do, you are immediately greeted with a lovely scent of flowers to the left of you of the entrance. And then you see a large-ish desk with a lady behind it who smiles brightly and greets you with a "Hello, how can I help you?" And behind her you see these shelves lined up with like jars, and inside those jars you see there are like most likely candles of different colors, and some of them, some of the jars are not just candles but also have like what appears to be like maybe some kind of creams or such, just like everyday, maintenance items.
Seems fairly normal. He's going to walk up to the desk, doing so, looking up, left, right, just looking at what's around him.
So you see there's a staircase to the right, but staircase has a red, like, a line across it.
Yeah, like you have to
Yeah, so like you're not supposed to go there.
Right.
And yeah, it's not a big store.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
Going up to it. I gotta think how to word this.
How can I help you today?
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to know of 2 children that were to give a group of people a note, would you?
Oh, what kind of a note?
He's going to, like, pull out in 2 fingers the, like, card or paper he was given and kind of show it.
Immediately, you see her happy-go-lucky expression changes to like, oh, I don't give a shit. And you immediately see her pull out like a piece of metal with like 2 rough edges, and she goes and starts filing her nails. Well, if you're about that, then go ahead and go upstairs, I guess. Just make sure to knock on the door.
Okay. On my way past her, I want to take a really, really close look at like some of the perfumes and other stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm trying to see if they're in any way like poisonous or like they might have some underlying effects.
Okay.
The story's name is throwing them off.
15.
If it's scent based, would I have advantage or?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Okay, still 15.
Looking across and just checking the general itemization of the store, it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with them. Like, it's literally what they say. Like, you have rose-scented cream and like vanilla candle and whatnot.
Right.
Everything seems to be in place, and your nose doesn't catch any out of ordinary and toxic, for lack of a better word, smells which would cause you to be on alert.
Okay. Just like putting thorns in the name of a gift store is a little weird. Yeah, he'll head upstairs.
Okay, so you remove the rope and then you put it back on and you head up the stairs. And the upstairs hallway that leads right in front of the stairs is way longer than the store itself. It seems like probably there's some kind of back area where they store most of their items before they go out on the shelf. But you follow this hallway and you find a single doorway on the left side at the very end of the hallway.
Okay. If that's the one I need to go to, I'll go up to it and give 2 knocks.
Okay. And you give it 2 knocks, and as you do, we're gonna leave the session here, and we're gonna pick up next time, which is in 2 weeks.